Brave lady. But next to the story that we want your views on tonight, the man who won a dream trip to the other side of the world on an ITV game show.
Well, we say dream trip, but it wasn't all plain sailing for Bernard Darby from Manchester after his success on the show Take Your Pick, if you remember it.
But despite that, more than 20 years after his death, his family are now planning to retrace his steps to mark 50 years since his amazing journey.
So, what's the most amazing or unusual prize you've ever won? We'll be telling you how to get in touch and tell us after this report from Kate Gifford.
You were looking a bit cagey when you came in there then, weren't you?
Yes. Since the 1950s, generations have been entertained by Take Your Pick's yes-no game. As contestants competed for prizes, would they open box 13?
£5. But, I mean, £5?
I know, yes. I'm going to open a box.
£10?
No.
In 1961, Manchester man Bernard Darby turned down the cash to open the box and win a frying pan.
Well, that's what it appeared. That's what they wanted you to think, obviously, because there was a big oh from the audience. But as it turned out, it was a frying pan, and he said, actually, what this is, it's a gold panning pan, and what you've won is actually a trip to New Zealand to go and pan for gold.
Back then, a rare trip of a lifetime, Bernard's Star Prize journey was a lengthy one. It took him 3 days to get to Sydney via Paris, Zurich, Karachi and Kuala Lumpur before flying on to New Zealand. Returning took 4 days via Fiji, Los Angeles and New York.
50 years ago, I mean, people just didn't travel like that.
They didn't travel like that then.
You know, and, sort of getting the opportunity to go to the other side of the world. He had a cameraman with him the whole time, sort of who knew New Zealand very well. And he had an opportunity to stop off in Sydney and see all of that as well.
And I can actually remember that, and I remember the follow-on, which was, I think it was a couple of weeks later, of seeing film of Bernard actually panning in a stream in New Zealand for gold.
Watching at home, wife Barbara was disappointed. The Star Prize was a trip for one.
I was hoping for the fitted kitchen, and I thought, oh, great, it's just what we need for the house. And then he said, I'll take the trip. Because, like we said, it was a trip of a lifetime then. If he could have taken me, obviously I would have gone. But he did ask, and they said no, it was just for one.
Not only that, in personal letters from presenter Michael Miles, Bernard was given just £100 spending money and asked to return the change.
And naturally we'll expect you to refund the balance of the £100 after your trip.
Leafing through Bernard's souvenirs has inspired his daughter and son-in-law to recreate his journey.
And I always had it in my mind that one day I wanted to go and see what he'd seen, which is why we've decided that my husband and I are going to go over there next year. It's 50 years since he went, and try and sort of retrace some of the journey that he took.
Hopefully with a bit more spending money. Kate Gifford, Granada Reports, Urmston.
Wow, amazing. 3 days to get to New Zealand, incredible stuff. What is the most unusual or amazing thing you've ever won?